Hey guys, I'm here with my my first, because we all know this won't be the last, my first fall Bath and Body Works haul. Um, this is actually two hauls, but I figured it's really not that big. It's nothing crazy. I can put it all together and talk about everything in one video. So here it is. I forgot like what the trips were. I think I got like these three together with like a 10 off 30 coupon. And then these two were with, they were $12.50, and then there was a 40% off mystery coupon floating around. So they came out to, I think, $6.50 or $7.50, something crazy cheap like that. Anyway, and like this is small for me. With a candle sale that good, typically I probably would have spent like $40 or more, like just getting like a nice big stash of fall candles. But honestly, like, you know, my husband and I are still in this house hunt. We just got pictures taken of our apartment. We're planning on putting it on the market this week. So I just don't really know what's going on with that whole situation. So the both of us are really trying to keep shopping at a minimum, like both so we can afford nice things when we get our house, like nice pieces of furniture and etc. And like, you know, put our money to a new home, and also because I don't want to get any more stuff in the apartment. Like I'm really trying to take everything out of here, even like clothes out of my closet, like make the apartment look as roomy and spacious and non-cluttered as possible. So I guess I just feel this like twinge of guilt every time I go shopping, especially something like candles. That to me, if I went into someone's house and like we've gone house hunting and I've seen homes with candles and I'm like, oh, this feels so homey and wonderful. Like I love it, but you don't know what a potential buyer is gonna think, and like, you know, your style is not everyone else's style. So I don't want to like have anything there that I may love that may deter someone from buying our place. So anyway, that's like my background, and that's if you don't see a lot of hauls from me in the next coming months, that's why. And if I start coming back and making more hauls, then that means we're still on our search and we took our apartment off the market and nothing worked out. So there's the little background. Anyway, it's a frustrating time. But, and like, you know, usually buying and burning candles like soothes me and calms me, but now I'm not even really like home as much to do it. Like I've just been melting more because I'm running in and out of my house, back and forth to the storage unit, and, you know, just trying to stay out of here. So it's just like, I don't know, it's a frustrating time. Like Gatsby back there, scratching. He just finished his breakfast. So anyway, well, that's just enough about me. Let's dive into this haul. So for starters, I wanted to get the three of these candles. There's also, I think it's Heirloom Pumpkin is the other one, the Halloween minis. They're so cute. I love the packaging. I went to the store in the city and they only had the orange one. So then I went back to the store by me, and mind you, these are three for $12.50, but I had a 40% off coupon. So I figured buying three for $12.50, 40% off would be a great deal for these little guys. But they didn't have the third one, and instead of getting a third candle, I got these two. And I got this soap, which was $3. So this came out to like $1 something, and these came out to like, I don't remember, but really cheap. Because the store in my neighborhood didn't have the orange one, just had these other two. I like the way these two smell better. So Boo is Moonlit Marshmallow, Eerie Vanilla, and Terrifying Tonka. And this just smells like marshmallow and vanilla. Like vanilla bean marshmallow. I can't really tell the difference between this and vanilla bean marshmallow, which is fine because I love that scent. And I do love the color blue. And I love the glitter on here, the ghosts. I wish they, and I was even talking to a sales associate and she was like, me too. I wish they came out with these in the 3-wick candle instead of that annoying fucking sweet cinnamon pumpkin. I want to buy that one because the packaging is cute, but like I'm never going to burn it, and I may just pass on it because I'm not a fan of sweet cinnamon pumpkin. I don't know. It really just depends what my mood is if I pick that one up or not. So that's Boo. And next I got the Vampire Blood one, which I also love the packaging of. I love this little pumpkin vampire dude. And this is Blood Red Strawberry, Midnight Blooming Jasmine, and Dark Transylvania Plum. And this smells like, honestly, it's weird. It kind of reminds me of Cranberry Woods. I don't know what I'm smelling here. I think it's the plum. No, not Cranberry Woods. It's that plum smell. There was a Goose Creek wax melt, dark amber plum or black amber plum, and this smells like a light watered down version of that. So I think it's just that plum note that I smell the most. It's almost like plum almost comes off like woodsy to me. I don't know why, but that's why immediately I thought Cranberry Woods, because plum has like a very deep fruity but woodsy type of note to me. Hi Gatsby. He's zipping around. And then I picked up this soap because I was really intrigued by the with pumpkin butter. Like, they're always reformulating it, and see how it's almost like iridescent looking? I'm sure it does absolutely nothing different, and it's the same as it's always been, Nourishing Hands Up with pumpkin butter. I haven't tried it yet, but I got the coconut pumpkin latte because I like the way it smelled the best. I love coconut, and they had a coconut pumpkin scent last year that I thought was such a great, like, actually it came out a little late. It came out around Thanksgiving, but I did think it would be a great transition for summer into fall, and I actually saved it aside. So now I can put this one out, and I can have one coconut pumpkin in my bathroom and one coconut pumpkin in my kitchen. So moving on to the big 6, the bigger candles I got. So I picked up, I had to get this Heirloom apple. So I saw all the buzz about it in the Facebook groups and everything, and I was like, I wasn't really intrigued because at first people were comparing it to Radiant Red Maple. And I know that was kind of like a love it, hate it, leave it, whatever type candle last year. I had one last year. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I didn't love it enough to buy more than one. It was one of those candles where it was like, I'm glad I tried it. I'm glad I burnt it, but one and done. I really didn't need any more than that. Like, once it got to about that point in the candle, I was actually pretty sick of Radiant Red Maple. It was like a sickeningly sweet artificial apple and almost like a knockoff version of Marshmallow Fireside. Like, I love apple, I love Marshmallow Fireside, but blending them together, it just didn't really do anything for me. I think it kind of cheapened both the scents, and I didn't love it. So Heirloom apple was not on my radar because I thought it was a repackage of Radiant Red Maple. And then once people started saying that it's not, and it was totally different, I decided to give it a sniff when I saw it at my store. And now what I smelled on first sniff, and this is gonna sound awful, was a really fresh tart apple, like almost an underripe apple. Like if you go apple picking to the orchards and you pick an apple that's not really ripe to eat yet, and it's almost a little bit like bitter tart, that's the type of apple I got. And then I smelled like a woodsy fall leaves type of note, like if you were walking in an apple orchard. And then as I kept sniffing it, I was like, there's something else here. It's not just leaves or woods. And I realized it was like a dirt note. But I don't mean dirt like dirty dirt. I mean like fresh soil, or like the type of dirt you would smell if you walk through like a forest and everyone had been walking and they were like kicking up the soil at the bottom. Like, that's what I mean. Or like literally if you just went to an apple orchard and you were smelling the apples, you were smelling the ground, you were smelling the leaves. That's what this smells like to me. And it's not so much in a fall type sense where it's like bakery and homey and warm. It's not really warm to me. It's more like a crisp, cool, woodsy, fresh apple type note. And with that being said, I absolutely love it. And the more I smell it, the less I get that woodsy note. Like, I got it the strongest in the store. Now I get mostly that tart apple. And I can see why people are saying it smells like that Jolly Rancher candy apple, because it is very tart. But to me, it's not that candy apple. That smells very artificial to me, and this doesn't. This smells very legit. This smells very authentic, underripe, tart, fresh apple, and I adore it. And I hope that woodsy note comes out more when it's burning. So it's red Cortland apple, creamy sandalwood, and marshmallow. I don't get the marshmallow at all. And a lot of people have been bitching about that. I'm like, oh, but there's no marshmallow. But, you know, I've been watching a lot of these vendor wax videos, and I've been more into vendor wax. And one thing I've noticed about marshmallow, and a lot of times when vendors use it in a mixture of scents, it's a blending note, and you actually don't smell the marshmallow. It's just there to kind of tie everything together. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with this, that the marshmallow is probably just used as a blending note, and maybe we're not supposed to smell it. It's just supposed to make everything else like more coherent and go together better. Because even if I search for it, I don't find a marshmallow. And it's probably that sandalwood that's bringing me that woodsy type of note. Because I don't even detect pure sandalwood. And I love sandalwood. So I kind of hope that comes out more when it burns. But either way, I think it's a really unique scent. I think the jar, the packaging is gorgeous. I hope they come out with this type of packaging like every year. This is so pretty. I love the lid. I love everything about this candle. The white wax, I mean, it's stunning. I absolutely adore it, and hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on more. And since it seems like a lot of people don't like this one, hopefully there will be a lot sitting around the store for me. And then I got banana pumpkin muffin. And I know this is just a repackage of banana bread pudding. And if you watch my hauls from semi-annual sale last year, like last December, you saw that I bought like 5 or 6 banana nutmeg bread puddings because my store had them all for 75% off, and I bought all of them. So I do have a pretty sizable stash of this candle. that when I saw that this came out again, and I went to White Barn with my friend Ange, and I sniffed it, and I was like, I'm probably not going to grab too many of these this year, if any, because I have so many of these at home. But I was in the store, and for whatever reason, I kept picking this up and shoving my face in it. Like, I could not stop sniffing it. So when I was comparing it to other candles and like telling myself what else to buy, I was like, no, I'm drawn to the banana muffin. I have to buy this one. I just love the fragrance so much. And the jar is beautiful. I absolutely love that pumpkin lid. I love it. And it's got scent notes down there. Honestly, I don't know which packaging I like better. I do like that bright yellow wax, but this is more fall for me, so I did just want both. It's one of my favorite scents. I love banana. Oh, it's just so good. It's banana bakery perfection. It really does just smell like banana bread. It's so good. So next is this polarizing little scent. I'm kind of like, I don't really have any words for myself. If you're friends with me on Instagram, like, I've left comments on other people's Instagram account that I think this is like one of the nastiest smelling candles. I am not a chocolate person whatsoever, but I do love pistachio. I mean, I just bought a bakery bag of just pure pistachio from a vendor like the other week. I love everything pistachio. I love it so much. I could smell it year round. And I think what offended me the most about this candle is that it smells nothing like pistachio. And if there's any nut in here, it's a peanut, but not even a peanut. It's more like peanut butter. It smells like if you've, like, I used to, when I was in college, I used to always carry around some kind of chocolate with me for when I would get a random PMS craving, and you know, a girl's gotta have her chocolate. So, and I was like a real fit freak when I was in college, so I didn't eat that kind of stuff every day. Really, like, limited only to when I needed a piece. So one bag of M&Ms or one chocolate bar would live in my purse for like a month to 2 months with like nothing but like a nibble taken out. So I'm saying like an open thing of chocolate would like live in my purse. And just that smell of like a chocolate bar that's been aerated, that's been open for a length of time, and you know, it's like starting to crumble, or like you open your bag and you get that like whiff of chocolate. That's what this smells like. It smells like a bag of chocolate peanut M&Ms has been open in your purse for about a month, and you open up your purse and you just get that whiff of like chocolate crumbs that have been there for way too long, and kind of like, ew, why didn't you eat that? That's what this smells like to me. And that's why I didn't buy it. And also because I was like legitimately offended, because I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the pistachio? Like, that's all I want in this candle. Like, I could even forgive the chocolate note, because I'm not a chocolate and candles type of person, but I could forgive the chocolate note for pistachio because I love it that much. And I thought the color was pretty. I love the lid. So I'm like, whatever. But then I smelled it and I'm like, I just can't get past it. Like, I can't. And still, smelling it now, I don't love it. And I get like an artificial powdery type of chocolate, almost like a Swiss Miss hot cocoa packet. Like, that's the chocolate I smell. And then like the crusty, crumbly peanut M&Ms. I'll tell you the only reason why I got it. So I keep seeing everyone on Instagram post about it. Like, everyone and their mother. And, you know, obviously the more you see something, the more you become like desensitized, and you're like, maybe it's not that bad, maybe you want to try it. But then my friend on Instagram, Peace Love Candles, she wrote something and she was like, you know, smelling it alone, because she loves it, and she's like always defending this candle, and she's like, smelling it alone, and I'm pretty sure this was her that said it. If it wasn't, correct me if I'm wrong, but someone said this, and they were like, you're smelling it alone, you have to wait till fall comes, and you're burning nothing but bakery scents, and you have your vanillas and your pumpkin pecan waffles and all your foodie type scents, and when you're burning all your other foodie scents and then you put this one into the mix, it's probably going to be really nice, and you may change your opinion about it. So I just kind of thought to myself, you know what? She's right. Like, maybe it'll just bring a decadence to a mixture of other candles. Maybe it'll be nice. I don't fully believe that yet, but what I'm saying is I'm keeping an open mind and an open nose, and I'll give it a chance. And I'll probably mix it with some kind of vanilla bakery scent. I don't know, maybe I'll mix it with the Goose Creek peanut butter sugar, but then like, I may not, because peanut butter sugar is a little bit perfumey. It's not really super foody. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. It may end up going back if I just can't stomach it. It may get one burn and I'm like, yep, nope, I'm glad I tried it, but not for me. It may go back. So I don't really have a legitimate opinion on this just yet. Right now I don't like it, but I'll come back and I'll let you know how I feel. But I know a lot of people are hoarding it. It is not hoard worthy for me. I just got it because I'm easily influenced by others. to be honest. So now getting into the next two, my top two favorite of this haul, both in packaging, well, both in lids and scents. I'm not gonna lie, I like the packaging of Cranberry Woods better from last year, where it was that pinkish jar with the leaves, and it was a couple of ounces smaller than this one, and it didn't have a lid, but I did like that jar better than this label. I just don't like the font on this label. As someone said, it looks like the 719 Walnut Avenue candles from Walmart, and it does, and it just like, even the way Bath & Body Works is written up here just has a cheaper type of look to me. I gotta be honest, I don't love the packaging. I do love the lid though. The lid I think is gorgeous. So Cranberry Woods, I think we all know this. Tart cranberry, cinnamon bark, frosted cedar, golden amber. All notes I love. I love cinnamon, I love woodsy notes, I love amber, I love fruit. So this is just so right up my alley. I only smelled this for the first time last year, and I fell in love with it on cold sniff, and when I burnt it, I loved it 10 times more. It was absolutely amazing. I did buy a couple of them when they were on sale last year, but you can never have enough of this guy. So I bought another one to burn fresh this year. I love it. This is one of my favorite candles to burn in November. I love it like right before Thanksgiving, like before we get into the holiday candles. It's even like a good transition from fall into winter for me. So I will be saving this for November. That's just like my Cranberry Woods season. And next is Cider Lane, and I love this one. When Cider Lane first came out, it was when I've been shopping for Bath & Body Works candles for years. I've been shopping in Bath & Body Works stores since I was in middle school. But Cider Lane, when it came out, that's when I started going there like seasonally and buying 8 to 10 candles a season. I wasn't going there every week like I was now, and I wasn't as good with sale shopping, but I would stock up at the beginning of the season like every basic bitch does. Like you just get one of every scent and here you go. And Cider Lane was one that I always loved, and then it never came back. So I was really excited when I saw it back, and I don't have any other one to compare it to. I'm just going totally off scent memory, but as far as I remember, it smells like what I remember, and it just made me so happy to smell it. I love apple notes. I love cider notes. It's so good. So it's warm caramel, Granny Smith apple, dark brown sugar, and ground clove. And it's not too heavy on the clove. And there's almost like a slight woodsy note to it. It's sweet. You smell that tart apple. And then there's like an outdoorsy aspect of it that it just screams fall to me. It just screams fall. That's the best way I can describe it. Apple cider, outdoorsiness, warmth, a little bit of that sweet note from the caramel and the brown sugar, whatever the sweet note is in it. It just smells like fall, and it's absolutely wonderful. So these two are definitely my top picks of all the fall candles. And then I'm glad that the banana one came back. Heirloom apple, I love it on cold. We'll see how it does burning, but I'm excited about it, and I think the little mini Halloween ones are super cute. So I'll be back as I go through more hauls. If you don't see many hauls from me lately, you just know what I'm going through right now, and I gotta just take a little break from shopping with all this big changes in my life going on right now. But keep your fingers crossed that hopefully something good does happen, because right now we're just kind of in waiting, and it kind of sucks. So anyway, that's my haul. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.